Another.
Welcome back
Welcome back
to the Lousy Show.
to the Lousy Show.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm just gonna prepare y'all ahead of time, because this episode, I would say we typically don't do content to try and sway people's opinions on things. More of like a standard dialogue of you and I, especially if we have differing opinions on things, or just, you know, on a topic in general in which opinions could be formed. You and I may try to pose an argument in which to see how the other may react or digest it.
Yep.
But today I feel like we are going to provide you all with some information that you may not have seen yet. If you have, this is our, you know, commentary towards that. And if you feel so inclined at the end to, you know, follow suit with what we're doing, cool. With that said, I had to clean my glasses. We just got done recording Tfue, which, by the way, when this comes out, watch the last week's Tfue. Yeah. Watch last week's Tfue. Funny as fuck. Dubai chocolate.
Yeah. No monogamo.
No monogamo. But yeah, no, my glasses were like super filthy by the end of that, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like,
now you've got me noticing I have one spot right in the center of my vision, but I don't have a cleaning cloth near me, so I'm just gonna have to live with it.
I always try and like keep that right next to my desk, because like I have one in the truck now. But that one, like, I used to have one at the old house. I had it like one, and it would just, I would take it with me places and I'd forget about it.
Yeah.
So I'd be sitting at my desk like gaming, and I'm like, I can't see shit.
I've literally got like 15 of them, and I normally keep one here, like one bedside table, and then I've got like 3 in my work bag. I have 3 at my desk at work. Like, you know, like I have a bunch, but I just, for some reason, I was walking and talking, I guess, and put it in the living room. I know exactly where it is, but it's fine.
Long live the days of you getting pissy with me over my camera being so disgusting in the studio.
It was gross.
Yeah. The times y'all wouldn't see. Well, what's not gross is an ad read. That's right. Y'all know what's up. Partner with Into the AM.
It's the ASMR edition. What up?
Oh, God. No. No. Y'all know what's up. We are partnered with Into the AM. Have been for a while now, and very excited to continue this partnership into 2025. Yes, he is rocking the hat and the hoodie. I'm rocking a graphic tee right now. Figure I'd switch it up a little bit, make it nice and spicy. I really like this one.
That is a cool one. Yeah, I've considered it.
I like this a lot.
Kind of like the whole neon sunset thing, but actual sunset, you know?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And you too can own dope merchandise like this simply by doing what, Sam?
If you go to intotheam.com/lousy, find some dope things like that and put them in your cart. At the checkout section, you'll see a little spot for a coupon. Put in the code LOUSY, 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 and then you'll save 10% on top of whatever sale they're running, which I'm not sure if they will be by the time this episode comes out, but they're just running like 73% off. So
yeah,
really, really good deals to be had. Plus they have a bunch of, I saw like a bunch of really good bundle deals with like if you get like multiple graphic tees or multiple basic tees, they have a lot of really good deals kind of centered around doing bulk purchases. So would highly recommend you check into that. That's how I got a good deal on my undies.
Yes. Again, you can do that by clicking the link in the description or in the pinned comment, intotheam.com/lousy. Again, intotheam.com/lousy.
Yep.
Now, if you've read the thumbnail or the title, you probably understand that what we're about to discuss with you actually directly, like, it works.
Yeah.
Right with our beautiful ad read. Again, shout out to Into the AM. Thank you so much for bringing us on as partners with you all. We are greatly appreciative of that. But what better way to jump into the commentary, if you will, than right after our ad read?
Yeah.
Because at some point in time over the last 5 years, 4 years, you have heard in some capacity about a product, or rather an extension for your browser known as Honey.
Bless me.
Bless me. And if you have heard of Honey and you have added in this extension, you know that how Honey works is it is essentially able to immediately register what website you're on for shopping, and immediately tries to find the best possible coupons for you to use to get the best deal before you check out.
Yep.
Sounds awesome. Sounds fantastic. Sounds right up everybody's alley, because we're all out here trying to save some money, especially in this economy.
Yep.
However, and I called this, I'm not going to say I did it before, old Markiplier, but I damn sure called this a couple years ago. And I have said this a couple times, not only on this show, but in my personal ventures of what I was doing in content before. I had big conversations about this. And I actually have a bit of, Sam knows this, I have a bit of background in URL building and just marketing in general based on my 9 to 5. So when I caught on to this, I went, wait a fucking second. This is a little sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not mistaken, it was, who was the creator who came with the video? It was Megalag?
Yeah, Megalag. Mm-hmm.
Megalag dropped a video. I'll put that in the description for y'all.
Great
Megalag, yeah,
great
fantastic video.
Yeah, but like,
he's a great
honestly,
speaker,
watch
by
it
the way.
And then come back and watch this. Like,
yeah, actually, yes. You know what? Better go watch it right now and then come back and watch this for the commentary.
Yep.
But he's a great speaker, by the way. I just want to put that out. Like, he's really very well spoken.
Mm-hmm.
But Megalag, explains the scam that is Honey. Back in 2020, when all the content creators started, like especially the big ones that we watch on YouTube at the time, when they all started getting in on these brand deals with Honey, I'm not going to get into all the payout numbers and such like that were there, but it was supposed to be like they were just like any other affiliate or partnership deal. The content creators were supposed to be getting paid out pretty substantially in order to have their brand on whatever episode you may be watching or show or what have you.
Yep.
But that's not how Honey works, because you have to ask, for a company who just simply does coupon replacement, where the fuck are they getting money?
And it's not from the coupons.
It's not,
for sure.
So if you're one of the individuals who decided, nope, I'd rather watch this Lousy Duo talk about it and I'll go watch that video later, then let us learn you something real quick. Sam, would you like to explain how it works?
Yeah, so basically the concept of Honey was you go on, buy whatever you're about to buy. It'll have a little pop-up that says, hey, we found some coupons for you. And then if you click the button, it'll automatically apply the coupons. You save a bunch of money. But if you haven't heard of affiliate marketing, that's what a lot of YouTubers do, or just content creators in general, to make money. And so what that is, they'll promote a product. If you click on the link for the product, there's some what are called cookies. I'm sure you've heard about those, not just the delicious ones, but the internet browser ones. And so basically that content creator will have like a tracking cookie that will give them credit for the sale. And then there'll be a commission agreement between that content creator and that product maker. So like, for example, like Newegg is a good one that, like if Linus Tech Tips will say, hey, there's this processor that, we're reviewing, they'll put an affiliate link down in their description. And then if you click that link sometime within 30 days and buy it, then they'll get money for it, is like the really simplified version of it. Mm-hmm. But what Honey was doing was, when that little pop-up came up to check for a coupon, they would sneakily switch that tracking cookie to be not Linus Tech Tips, for example, but theirs, effectively stealing the commission from, all the work that Linus Tech Tips did on that, CPU review or whatever, to convince you to go and click that link and check it out more and potentially buy it. And so Honey is not doing anything to promote that product, to drive traffic to that store. The only thing that, they might have had an argument on was that they're like convincing to buy, but then like usually the product's already in the cart. Like 99% of the time, once it's in the cart, they're buying it. And so it's a super predatory practice. I really like Megalag had a little comparison. It was like if you're going to like buy a TV from a TV store and you walk in and the sales guy there is great. He's going through all the different options and he tells you like, hey, this is the best one for you. I think you should buy it. And you say, yeah, totally want to buy that. And then he hands you like a little card that says like, hey, I'm the one that sold you this. So that way he gets the commission for it. It's kind of like Honey is another sales guy that's just waiting by the register and saying, hey, I might be able to get you a coupon. Let me take a look. And then he like goes and looks. But then while he's looking for the coupon, he sneakily switches that commission card to where they get the credit for it. And so it's a super scummy practice. And it's a really good analogy for kind of how this works. And it's something that spoke to me as a previous sales guy, So I was like, man, yeah, that would really ruffle my jimmies. But yeah, so it's super scummy. And that's kind of the whole concept of this conversation that we're having is that Honey is not like, brokering a deal with these different, well, they are, but like, the original concept of it is they're not brokering a deal with the marketplace to make some sort of commission or, get paid or, anything like that. They're just stealing money, which is really fucked up.
Yep. Now, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I like sounded an alarm or anything. I will tell you how I found this. I think it was probably about a year and a half ago, roughly. So I've been working with Into the AM for a long time, and I mean it's a brand that I trust. Like Sam even knows this when we started working with him. Like, when I went to him, I was like, hey, we have an opportunity to work with Into the AM. There was almost no question because I was like, look, I've been working with this company for a long time. Like,
yeah,
they've been very upfront in any situation that might have happened badly. Like, they were very upfront with me about why things went down and was able to clarify a lot of stuff. So we were able to jump on board with them pretty comfortably. But working with them before, I noticed, especially when I was doing like live deals where I would do a raffle or something and give away, say, gift cards or what have you. Those individuals would use my link to go in to utilize their gift card there and purchase the product they wanted. The cool thing about that is it's a bit of a revolving thing because I know that the money I'm putting into the gift cards, I wasn't getting money back on those, but I was getting money back on the purchase. So it was a revolving door to be able to grow that clientele in that. And I felt great about it because I like their products. I mean, clearly, we've been rocking their products for a hot minute. So I was sitting at my computer and I remember I do a lot of URL building, like specifically tags and things like that should fire off when a URL pops, no matter where to explain, to give for for those who are the uninoculated to how URL tags work. When you go to any website from anywhere, let's just say, I don't know, let's say you're on Facebook. And on Facebook, you're scrolling through and you see on your feed something pop up about cookware. Okay. But that individual link for cookware, when you click it, it's going to take you to that specific page that they want you to land on. If you look at the URL, there are tags within that URL that's going to indicate what channel you came from. So you're probably going to see like something along the lines of like FB or Facebook or FBook or whatever they want to tag it. They're going to also tag like what kind of ad it was, like a static image or a size of an image or what have you. They might also have in there specifically like the campaign that ad was specifically a part of. So if it's an ad for cookware and it's like their new year, new cookware kind of thing, right? We're in 2025. Then you're going to typically see something along the lines of like a naming convention that aligns with what that ad was presenting. Okay. Now, let's say your favorite content creator, let's say the Lousy Show, was putting that ad out saying, hey, you know what? We love this cookware. You should click our link and go to it. Well, the way that that company would set it up is the same convention. They're going to have their tags in it. And at the end of that, they're going to have a specific identifier tag for the representative or the creator or influencer that person clicked from. What Honey was doing, like Sam said, without you even seeing it, was as soon as you get to checkout, their window would pop and that influencer tag would change to the Honey tag, but you wouldn't know what it looked like because it's very inconspicuous.
Yep.
And for those who are, like I said, the uninoculated, you're not looking for that. You're just wanting to make a purchase. Well, I saw this because I had Honey installed as an extension on my browser, and I was going to go purchase some things. And as I go to purchase this, I see the Honey bubble pop, and I see my URL change. And I went, wait a fucking second. What is this? And so I backed up a little bit. And the crazy part is this. When that tag changes, if you go back to the original page you were on, their tag is still there. Because it's registering that tag is now active within the URL. They fully replace it in the track. So
Damn.
even if I were to go all the way back to the starting page that I landed on, they're the ones getting the credit for it, not me.
You have to
I was also
fully clear your cookies in order to
correct
to undo that. Yeah.
And I was noticing this. I was noticing also in my commissionable checks, because I'm a very upfront individual. If I'm representing a brand, like, just know, like, yeah, in some capacity, I'm probably getting paid to represent that brand because it's a brand I trust. It's a brand I want to bring to you all, you know, things of that nature. And that's the same thing with Sam and I, with the Lousy Show. Like, any brand we represent on this show is a brand that we trust and that we're affiliated with. And yes, in some degree, we're probably getting paid out. I mean, that's any influencer. Let's be fair.
Yep.
So when I saw that, I was like, well, wait a second. This makes sense because I'm seeing all these individuals in my community rocking the brand now, but I'm not seeing commission checks come through for this. And so I did a little bit of digging myself. And that's when I was like, okay. And I actually had a full blown conversation about this live one night about, like, hey, if you have Honey, uninstall the extension because this is stealing money from people.
Yeah.
Nobody believed me. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? We're here. Like, you know, it's incredible because when you really look at how much they've possibly stolen at this point.
Oh, billions. Yeah, easily. And here's the even scummier part. Because, like, that part, scummy company, sure. Like, I get it. That's corporate America. That happens. But the even scummier part, because most of you know, I'm sure you've used Honey. If you go to use a coupon and it doesn't produce one, it's just like, well, it used to just be like, oh, you found the best price, whatever.
Yeah.
It would still switch that tag. So at that point, even they're not providing any benefit at all, but they're still getting the commission for it. And then now on top of that, so what they do now to kind of make it seem at least a little bit less bad is they have, like, I think now they call it PayPal rewards. It was Honey Gold at one point. So they'll give you a percentage back. And the reason they're able to do that is because they're still stealing that commission code. And they're making, like, the example that Megalag used was, you know, he'd signed up using an affiliate link for NordVPN that he had set up. So he should have gotten $35 from it, but he didn't get anything back at all. But Honey only gave him 89 cents back as cash. And so, which is ridiculous. Like, so you can see why there's so much money in it and why now there's so many different companies that do it. So it's not just Honey. There's, like, the Klarna one, Capital One has their own version of it, shopping. I haven't done any digging into that, but I'm sure it probably operates on a similar principle because it's not technically illegal. It's just shitty, you know? So
I've used the Capital One before.
Okay.
I have not seen anything that, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying this is the end all be all facts of this. Again, this is just commentary that we're providing you all. I have not seen anything that is shady off of it. Essentially what they're doing is they've gone to these companies to partner with them. So you will shop through the Capital One extension itself.
Oh, okay.
Not go through your creator link, go into the website, and then Capital One's like, oh, we can find you a better deal.
It can sometimes do the coupon thing now.
It can,
Yeah.
but the way it's been built was for you to shop through the Capital One. Essentially, it's like them being their own creator link and then being able to find you the product you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So, but if they've
Little
been
less
doing
fishy.
shady shit, honestly, I haven't seen it yet. But again, yet that's, you know, my little tag there, yet.
Mm.
The like, I'm also going to point this out, and I look, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist.
Hey, let me get my tinfoil.
Yeah. But let's take a trip back, shall we? You know what? Let me find the episode real quick. I want to see how far back this actually was. Okay, we're going here. Videos. We specifically need to go in the podcast. Yep. No, I don't want to play it. I just want to see. How far back was this? Yep. Got it. This was 4 months ago. We produced an episode about a certain content creator. And I don't want to say that this individual is directly, you know, making a metric fuckload of money off of this. But it's very, very odd that the top creator of YouTube, who has had a metric fuckload of bullshit happening around them lately, was one of the very first and more prominent figureheads for the honey extension when it dropped, and for a foreseeable future past that. It's hard for me to believe that someone of that capacity didn't know.
Yeah, especially with that like business mind of his, that like ultimately his thing is make more money, right?
Yeah.
And he claims it's make the best content, and he might use that money to make the best content, but it's to make more money. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if he had a share in it before it sold to PayPal, because it was honey just on its own before, and then PayPal bought it for $4 billion, which is a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. And I just like, there's a level in which I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of that, but it's hard for me to not believe that in some capacity he had to know,
or at least have an idea of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and like you said, I think there's a level in which he had a much better payout than others.
Yeah. So I don't think he did really affiliate. Like he would do sponsorships, but I don't think he did too many affiliate things.
Well, you had to use his link to go through it. So yeah, it's an affiliate link.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking
he would always say that
for other things is what I'm saying. Like not honey, like just like I'm just thinking like the LTT example where they promoted it and then
yeah.
You know, noticed that they were not getting as much in affiliate money. And then they even asked, and so that's another thing that Megalag brought up is Linus Tech Tips. They noticed it finally like 2 years ago, and went to Honey and was like, "Hey, can you not do this so that way we make our money, please?" And they're like, "No, we're good." Yeah. And so that's like they don't promote it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, and that's why we've actually made comments before. Like if you've heard us do our ad reads for Into the AM, which you know we proudly do. We've made comments at the end of that of like, hey, if you have the honey extension, if you could just deactivate that when you go to make a purchase through our link, because yes, like it's important for the creator to get paid. We like the thing is, and I know there's a lot of people out there to this day who don't believe that content is a job, but the amount of work that is put into the full production value of whether or not we're in a studio or, you know, remote doing this, for both of our perspectives, the amount of work that any creator puts in, it's still work. And having the ability to have partnerships like this allows us to be able to financially continue, not just including off of the ads that we get through YouTube.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Once you hit YouTube partner, it's great. As long as you have the viewership to back you up, you're going to be making substantial money off of YouTube ads and such. But the thing is, if you're a partner at our size, that money isn't, massive. And for us to continue growing, to be able to produce better content for you all, we have to find other avenues of revenue. That's where Into the AM comes in for us. Is one, we love the brand, like we've said. Two, we proudly rock it. But three, it does benefit us for us to make a paycheck after all is said and done.
Yeah.
That allows us to upgrade equipment to things, or to better our Discord server for the lousy listeners who hang out in there, or whatever we may be doing to better consistently produce this content. When a company like Honey comes in and just goes, nah, that's mine, without doing any of that fucking work, like it's so disheartening.
Yeah.
It's so, especially when they've been getting away with it for so long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think they started in 2017, I think was when it first started. And so they're 8 years in now.
Yep.
And just raking in all the fucking dough.
Yeah. And truthfully, the only way to stop that from happening, because like Sam said, they're not going to stop. They're just going to be like, no, we're going to keep going. Fuck it. If you don't like it, go on somewhere else. Who cares?
Yep.
At the end of the day, like, it's going to take everybody just removing the extension. Because the thing is, I don't know if you made a comment about this, but the thing is, they don't even find you the best coupon.
No. Mm.
They don't. Like, so if you go watch Megalag's video, he makes a very clear point in this where Honey will go to these companies and be like, hey, or no, sorry, I take it back. Honey will produce the coupon codes that work. The company can reach out to Honey and go, we don't want those coupon codes being shown. Cool. Which ones do you want? Okay, we'll do like Honey 5 and Honey 10. So it's a 5% discount or a 10% discount. No better than anything else you might find at base tier level. Okay. On top of that, not only can they negate the other ones that they don't want, but Honey can just throw in any random code in there and it not work. Honey could go, oh yeah, let's find all these codes and try like 5 different ones that to you, the consumer, may look legit, but in reality have nothing to do with that website.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like Sam was talking about the analogy that Megalag provided of the scummy salesman, you're none the wiser. You're none the wiser to what they're saying to you. They're like, oh yeah, let me find you a coupon. Oh, sorry, nope, there isn't one. Here you go. And they hand you their card. You're none the wiser because you're not expecting to, like, you didn't go in thinking, oh yeah, I better see this one coupon code on there or else I'm going to flip my shit. Like, no, you're going, I'm going to complete my purchase. Oh, sick. They're looking for a coupon code for me. Damn, they didn't find one. Okay, I'm still going to complete my purchase.
Yeah.
It's not even there to find you the best deal. They're just raking in a fuckload of money for doing next to zero effort in work.
Well, it's also a level of false advertising too, because a lot of the ads for Honey are like, find the best price, the lowest price. You'll never need another coupon. It's all bullshit if they can manufacture that perception of a deal. And so, and that's their whole thing now is so, like, of course, on top of like stealing all the affiliate links, it's now also, hey, I'm telling you that I can get you the best deal, but then I'm going behind your back to the company and being like, hey, what coupons do you want me to use? And so like, there might be a better one that they're just negating for some money from that marketplace, which is nuts. And so that's where I think that they're going to have the biggest trouble. Like, the affiliate link thing is scummy as shit, but I don't think it's technically illegal. Whereas like, that's a heavy level of false advertising. So it's hard to say for certain. I'm by no means a legal expert, but that's, again, commentary. Oh, he's typing.
I'm looking.
He's reading. He's looking. Another part I'll have to.
So the term is affiliate hijacking. This occurs when unauthorized affiliates intercept traffic intended for legitimate affiliates, redirecting it to their own links to earn commissions fraudulently.
So it is illegal. Or it's at
No,
least got a
it
term.
is not. It is not inherently illegal to replace affiliate links, but modifying or manipulating them in a way that violates the terms of service of the affiliate program you're using could lead to account suspension or legal issues. Always ensure you are transparent with your audience by properly disclosing affiliate links and following the guidelines set by the company you are promoting through them. So technically, yes. Technically, yes, it is illegal.
Make a case for that for sure.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. When it comes to, like we were talking about before, when it comes to your URL build out, if you go and, I don't know, take a company's URL and use all the tags, but flip that last piece right at the end and then promote that ad on your own page, where you would be effectively getting that money off of someone else's ad, that is, I mean, I don't necessarily know if that's illegal, but that's exactly, the hijacking side behind it.
Yeah.
I see, because, well, hang on. What defines... Okay, so this could be massive and actually something you and I could be a part of. So if a lawsuit does in fact happen with Honey, being the size, that's what I was thinking here, it would be considered a class action lawsuit based on the amount of plaintiffs that would be involved. I'm just curious as to like how that would look in a court of law based on like what are the parameters, which I mean, I guess I can't get too into the weeds on it, because if you look at it from the standpoint, it's they are effectively hijacking the links directly on the website of that vendor and stealing those commissions without anything. I bet you it's in the terms and agreements of the Honey thing that like you don't read past like, the first paragraph, but it's on page 97.
Or they'll have like an arbitration agreement or something, like, it'll be, I'm sure they've gotten lawyers, especially now that they made as much money as they have, to like really go through and update their terms and conditions to where they'll be as covered as they can be. Yeah. So it'd be hard, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're not going to be the ones to start it, but
no, who knows? Maybe. No. No.
I'm calling
but definitely, and this is I would say, Sam, you may agree with me, you may not. But this is where I would personally recommend, if you have the Honey extension, just delete it.
Yeah.
It's not helping you. It's not helping the creators that you follow. The beautiful part is this, like, the way I look at it, and this is where, when it comes from a creator standpoint, it helps me, from a consumer standpoint as well, promote, is I'm only going to promote products that I know I would use and that I know that the viewers would use. And for me, I don't want to scam someone by putting a product out that I wouldn't personally take. With that, the importance behind that is if I'm able to assist that company in making their chunk of change and they're paying me to help them make that chunk of change, a company like Honey is just ultimately fucking, us over on that. So delete it.
I mostly agree. I do think when you said that they're not helping you, technically they can. Like, if you're just on there going shopping, and they pops up and then it has a coupon, you're like, sweet. So the average consumer isn't really going to give a shit, to be honest. If you're not in affiliate marketing, if you just don't care about it, you're like, oh, the YouTuber, I don't give a shit, then that person's not going to give a shit. They're going to be like, oh, they're saving me money, I don't care. But it's what you should really be worried about is the language and just the overall perception of it. To where, like, yes, you're saving money, but it's at the cost of somebody else, usually. Now, if you just like naturally go to the website, like, just go to newegg.com on your own and you don't have any cookies, then, it's not technically hurting anybody. But for the people that do shop, using creators like Linus Tech Tips to get good ideas, and then, oh, cool, they have a link straight to it, and they make a little chunk of change so I can support them without having to spend any extra money. Sweet. Those are the people that will care. And so I implore you to care and actually, do a little bit of thinking about it, and, like, yes, it might not hurt you, but, love your neighbor kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
ultimately, it's up to you. We're just here to provide commentary on things that we found. And when I saw that, I immediately was like, Sam,
yep.
Look at this.
Yep. I mean, we've been talking about it, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But let us know what you think in the comments. Definitely curious to see what the Lousy listeners think on all this. Definitely, again, go check out Megalag's video. That link will be in the description as well. Future Sam, please remind me of that, so I'll put it in here. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we'll see you all on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.